Hi. I'm watching Harry Potter. I'm binge watching the whole series, and I'm up to the Order of Phoenix when Voldemort comes back. They're in the ministry, and he is fighting Harry, Dumbledore, and Harry's friends after, he's trying to get the prophecy and stuff. And in this moment, I'm listening to what they're saying because Voldemort is basically in everybody's story, they have good and evil. Good and evil. Voldemort is can now see inside of Harry. Harry can now, they both are connected, right? Evil and good. And Voldemort has now, like, if you see the part where Dumbledore turns the glass into dust, then Voldemort turns into dust and enters Harry's body, and he's trying to take over Harry, the evilness, because now they're connected. So it's easy for Voldemort to manipulate Harry. It's easy for him to, and especially when Harry's so vulnerable, it's easy for him to enter. And in this moment, I'm just thinking about our shadow and our light, and how when we go through really bad situations, because that is what Voldemort is using. Voldemort is using the horrible things that has happened to Harry throughout his time, especially throughout this movie. Like, this one is the most I feel like this one is the most spiritually connected, because Voldemort, first of all, he just killed Godric. Harry just saw his friend die. He's vulnerable. He feels alone. No one understands him. He meets Luna, who gives him a little bit of, like, saying that you're not in this by yourself. Luna knows what death feels like, and to see death. And Harry experienced death with his parents. And this one is the most spiritually one for me. It's the most spiritually, like, death for me because of this particular scene. And Harry is fighting him, and Voldemort is fighting Harry, because Voldemort wanted Harry to kill Bellatrix Lestrange, because once he had killed Bellatrix, it was easy for the evil, that the anger, the evil, that shadow side of him to come out. Because sometimes when we are in our worst pain, when we are in the worst times of our life, those things can change us. It can really turn you cold-hearted. It can turn you into a killer, as what he wanted Harry to turn into, because it would have made it easier for Voldemort to enter into and to manipulate Harry. So as this is watching, but Harry fights back. Harry is fighting back because his friends come in the scene. He sees that he's not alone. He has people who love him. He has friendship, and they're loyal to him, and they're there for him. And that is what brings out Voldemort back. That is what puts that shadow side back into him. And it's spiritually, it's just really talking to me, because that is something that we all fight each and every day. We are fighting our shadow. We are fighting the demon that lives inside of us. We each have it, whether we are a saint or not, but we each carry anger. We each carry pain. We each carry struggle. And it's really just watching this scene, it really just made me think about, we have to fight back our demons. We have to fight back our pain. We have to fight back, and we have to remember that love still matters. And even though, because I understand that some of us, and I'm going through this right now, when some of us, we don't have anyone, we are alone. We are in our Order of Phoenix, where we feel alone, where we don't feel like we fit in, or where we feel like, there's no hope on the other side. But you have to remember that we do have people, and it might not be people that are with you every single moment of the day or every single time, but we do have people who care about us, who shows us friendship, who brings us in, who gives us that energy where we can say like, no, I'm not alone. I do have someone. Even it might not be how I envision it to be in my heart or in your heart or in somebody's heart, but God does send little trinklets of support, little trinklets of people. And and you know what, I'm saying little trinklets, but it's more than little, because it's all about how we receive that. It's all about how we receive that support, because it is there, but it's how we're going to receive it. And that's why I'm saying it might not be the way that we want to receive it. It might not be what we expect it to be right then and there, but it is there. And so watching the scene really made me think about it, and it really spoke to me spiritually. And I wanted to say this because a lot of us are in this moment in our lives where we are battling the shadow side, the dark side, the demons, and we are in spiritual warfare, and we are fighting, and it's trying to take us over. But do not let the evilness take over. You stand on your integrity, stand in your truth, stand in your loyalty, stand on that, stand on love, because that is what conquers all. Love really do conquers all. And it shows us in this scene. And I had to just stop the movie and really say this, because I'm just like, this is and that's why I love, and I look at a lot of different movies and stuff like that, and it speaks very spiritually. It hits me in my soul every time. And I just decided I wanted to binge watch this, and I'm up to this one. And this one is the most spiritually, most connected. I feel like out of the whole series, this one is the biggest one that has a spiritual message for us who are battling spiritual warfare, who is battling, the demons that live inside us, those negative thoughts that appear, who's battling the darkness, and I want you to know that darkness will not overcome. Do not let it change your heart. I've been through so much stuff, and and people say it's a strength. I sometimes think of it as a weakness, because I'm like, how did I end up in this situation again? I had hope, I had this, I had that. But that's the thing, it's my strength. Love is the strength. I continue to love even after I've been hurt. I continue to spread good and do good and stand in respect and own that part of me, because I choose that, and you have to choose it too. Do not let the darkness overtake you. Do not let that shadow win. You fight back as hard as you can, because it's going to keep coming, and it's going to be your Voldemort. We all have a Voldemort inside of us. Sometimes it's even people who are around us. We all have a Voldemort. It's the inside of us, because we are our worst critics. And it's sometimes in our atmosphere, depending on what type of upbringing you had, depending on what kind of people you keep around you. We all have a Voldemort, and we have to fight our Voldemorts. So that's the message that I have for you guys. I hope this resonates, and I will see you guys later. Bye.